Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. Today we have a pretty funny video. I am gonna talk about the products that I would recommend to my worst enemy, and of course this is a joke, but in here we have a full face of bad makeup and I will insert pictures, so I'm gonna just move a bit in this corner and I'm gonna put pictures right here because I decluttered all of these because they are awful for different reasons and I will explain why. So let's start with primer. I have actually two in this category and they are both sunscreens, and I have a similar problem with both of them, and that is that they are peeling so badly. First of all, we have the La Roche-Posay liquid SPF, and very recently I talked with a colleague at work that she really enjoys this one, and I was like, man, products are really working very differently from person to person, because I hated this one. It is very liquidy and your skin is very glowy, but in a bad way. It seems very greasy. I used all my foundations on top of it. I used only concealer. Anything would peel on top of it. So, and very similar to that, I have the Supergoop glow screen. I had the same problem because this one is very glowy in the shimmery kind of way, so I kind of need to apply something on top, otherwise I look a bit like a disco ball, which is not a look that I enjoy. And all my foundations, again, all of them were peeling on top of this one, so not a good base in my opinion. Then for foundation I have a very strange product, the Avene Tinted Compact. So first of all, I still don't know what this product is, because it seems like a foundation, could be a cream bronzer, could be a total trash. First of all, I was able to choose between three shades and I chose the lighter one that was still very dark, and it was a mess. It was greasy, messy, smelled weird. It was so ugly on the face. I used it as a bronzer and it was still goopy and absolutely disgusting as well. And then for concealer I have the Maybelline Superstay concealer. This one is not that bad compared to these ones. It's just a bit alcohol-y and as well very thin, but thin in a bad way in my humble opinion, because it doesn't have a lot of coverage. So I was applying it, a pretty good amount of it, and still got not a lot of coverage and very alcohol forward. I was like, I am taking a shot right now or I'm applying concealer, because I'm not quite sure. Very alcohol-y. So if you are allergic to that or something like that, just be a bit careful. For powder, again, another one that a lot of people are loving, the E.L.F. loose powder. I can't, it's just not for me. I used it so many times and still it looked heavy on my under eyes and shimmery. I used it mostly for the exterior of the face, and sure, for that was okay, but for my under eyes and my T-zone, it was a glowy mess. I really didn't enjoy it. I could already imagine in my head all of this combined on a full face. It will look like the most heavy and ugly and greasy makeup of all times. For brows, I have two products. The Maybelline Tattoo Pencil. This one was very creamy in the worst way, because it was smeary as... I finished it so fast because it was very creamy. I applied a lot of product, even though I blended it out a million times and tried to be gentle with the pencil and apply a small quantity. I still went through it in like 1 month or something, very fast, and usually I'm not finishing brow products that fast. It was a messy product. I really didn't enjoy it. And then I have the E.L.F. Clean Brow Mascara. This one is useless, really. a bit similar to the Maybelline Superstay concealer. I was applying it and then I was like, is it there? Did I apply something, or it was like wetting my eyebrow hairs. It did nothing. They were not staying fluffed up or something. For bronzer, I have the Catrice Cream Bronzer, and this one was not a bad shade or something like that, but it was pretty stiff and pretty hard to blend for my experience. I don't know if I got a bad one or an old one or something, but it is a pretty new product on the market, or at least when I tried it, it was decently new. So I have no idea, but it was pretty hard to blend. And I just repurchased the Revolution one, the cream bronzer, and that one is so creamy and so easy to blend and so nice. So I can't recommend the Catrice one, even though it is even more affordable, but it's hard to blend in my opinion. I don't know, like I said, if I got a bad one or what, but it was not very user-friendly. For blush, I have another one that is just so bad. The Rodial blush drops, and this one is so expensive as well. First of all, the dropper was a flop, didn't work at all, and that product needs for sure other type of packaging, maybe a squeezy tube or something, because that dropper is not working. And like I said, the product is very expensive. The shade was okay, but very patchy, hard to blend, hard to apply. You can't apply it with your fingers or something. You need a very flat brush and just apply a small amount and then pray a bit and then hope that in a magical parallel universe your blush will look nice, but it's not the case. And it was shimmery as well, like particles of shimmer in that. It was ugly and I hated it. For highlighter, I have the Essence Make Beauty Fun, and this one was so powdery and so flat, and it was a highlighter, so to have a highlighter that is flat is unique. You need a bit of talent to create a flat highlighter, really, but that one was very flat, very ugly. It was emphasizing everything, every texture, every pore. It was so ugly and, like I said, powdery on top of that. So it was a mess. I don't recommend it at all. It's just so horrible. For lips, I have a product that is very, very loved, but I despised it. And it is from NYX, and I absolutely love NYX. I'm testing most of NYX releases because usually they are great products. But this one, the NYX Shine Loud, a mess. It was a favorite for a lot of people, but for me it was just peely, ugly, not smooth at all, patchy, uncomfortable. It was messy because the color part, it was very, very patchy. And you need to stay like this and don't touch your lips and if you have lip filler, sure, you have a better chance, of course, of looking nice in that. But if you have any lines, it will emphasize that to the maximum, and you like I said, you need to stay like this, don't breathe, don't move, and then you are applying the glossy part. And if you are lucky and the color part is not patchy, then it will look nice for like 12 minutes at maximum, and after that you don't have the gloss anymore and it will look patchy, it will be sticky and ugly, and you need to reapply the gloss. And of course, after like 1 month of using that product, you will have no gloss left and you will have only the color, and you can't really apply other glosses on top of that because it will just move the color around and it will look even more patchy and ugly. So I don't understand. I hated it. I decluttered it. It was a mess. And I have a gloss on this list as well, the Essence Ginseng gloss. The gloss itself, okay, meh, nothing special. but the smell, it was the worst smell I ever smelled in makeup products, for sure. It was so disgusting. How was that approved? I don't understand. It smelled so nasty. So I can't even judge the gloss itself, because the smell was, I think I used it once and then decluttered it because I was disgusted by it. It was absolutely horrible. And then lastly we have eyeshadows, and in here, for an even greasy mess, I would recommend for my enemy the REM Beauty liquid eyeshadows. I mentioned them so many times, but I was so disappointed and so disappointed. They were messy and ugly and patchy and the most useless products out there, because who in this world wants a sheer based eyeshadow that is making a bit your eyes look gray and without any life in them, and then some shimmers that are just ugly on top, and then creases. Okay, maybe it is the shade that I got that was not the best, but still, the product was a bad formula as well. I hated it, didn't enjoy it, it was a mess. It is what it is. I really didn't like it. So this was everything, all the bad products that I really didn't enjoy, and I have some other products that I will include in a fails video that I tested this year, and I can't wait for more negativity in that. So but I want to mention as well that I have a lot of favorites from this particular brand, so no hate to them. These are just some really bad choices made by them, so it is what it is. If you like this video and want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.